A very good morning to all of you students. How are you all? Hope all of you are fine. Yes, and enjoying your day, playing at home and doing studies also. Yes, students. So, I welcome you in the social science class. And in social science today also we will do a recapitulation of geography subject chapter number 1, the earth in the solar system. In earlier class students we have done a recapitulation, a brief recapitulation about the chapter the earth in the solar system. Yes, so today what we will do, today we will do a recapitulation on only, but we will do recapitulation of important terms. These important terms you have to learn, you should know about all these important terms which are being, you know, which come in the chapter. So one by one I will take the important terms, and then after this video you have to learn these important terms, or you can write these important terms in the notebook so that you will be able to learn them easily. So are you all ready for this? Yes, bring your social science geography book, open the chapter 1. Yes, so let's start with the recapitulation of important terms. So first important term is celestial bodies. So an object in the universe but not on the earth is said to be a celestial body. For example, sun, earth, moon, star, satellites, these all are the celestial bodies. So what are celestial bodies, student? Celestial bodies are all those objects which are there in the universe, but they are not on the earth. Okay, we don't connect it as a earth. The objects which are there in the universe are said to be celestial bodies, which are there in the, they are known as heavenly bodies also. Yes, for example, sun, earth, moon, star, satellites, these all are the celestial bodies. Yes, now we will move to second important point, that is star. What is a star? A star is a celestial body that is characterized by being very hot and big and made up of gases. Yes, so what is a star, students? A celestial body that is characterized by being very hot and big, made up of gases, is called a star. A star typically has its own heat and light. Okay? Now we will move to full moon night. What is full moon night? A night when the moon is visible from the earth as a full sphere is called the full moon night, and it occurs once a month. And this full moon night is also called as Purnima. Yes, when we are able to see the full moon from the earth, it is called as Purnima night. Yes, or the full moon night. Now we will move to another important term, that is new moon night. What is new moon night, students? The 15th night after the full moon night, when the moon is not visible at all in the sky, is called the new moon night. So you can see here the night sky, but there is no moon available here. So the 15th night after the full moon night, when the moon is not visible in the sky, yes, is called as the new moon night. On this day you can see a very clear very clear sky. Yes, now what are constellations? A group of several stars which can usually be recognized by a definite pattern is called a constellation. For example, Ursa Major, Big Bear, Saptarishi. Yes, these are the example of Ursa Major constellation, and these are some patterns of stars, group of stars which form a constellation. So what is constellation, students? A group of several stars which can usually be recognized by a definite pattern is called a constellation. For example, Ursa Major, this is a figure of Big Bear, Ursa Major. Yes. Now what are planets? Celestial bodies which revolve around a particular star in an orbit and gets all its light from that stars is called a planet. Earth is a planet. Yes, Venus is a planet, Mars is a planet, so we have different planets. So what is a planet? A celestial body which revolves around a particular star in an orbit and gets all its light from that star is called a planet. Like in our solar system, we have 8 planets which revolve around the sun, and sun is a star because sun is having its own heat and light, and planets are getting the heat and light from the star sun. Yes, so what are planets? A celestial body which revolves around a particular star in an orbit and gets all its light from that star is called a planet. Like earth is a planet. Yes. Now we will move to satellites. Satellites are also celestial bodies. So a celestial body which revolves around a planet in a particular orbit is called a satellite. Like moon is the satellite of the earth. Same way the planets are the satellite of the sun because they revolve around the sun. Yes. So earth is a moon is a satellite of earth as it is revolving around the planet earth. Yes. Orbit. What is a orbit, student? The particular and a definite elliptical path in which a planet or a satellite always remains is called the orbit of that planet or satellite. Like you can see this green line, there is a blue line, orange line, red line. You can see how planets are revolving round. They are revolving round in a definite path. Orbit is a path in which the planets revolve. They cannot go on another's path. If earth is moving on one path, it will move on the same path. So it will move on its own orbit. It has its own orbit. Yes, it has on its own path. So what is a orbit, students? The particular and definite elliptical path in which a planet or satellite always remains. Yes, it always remains in a same path is called the orbit of that planet or satellite. Okay, students, so you can see how the planets are revolving around the sun in a fixed orbit or in a fixed path. Yes. Now sun. The sun is a star that acts as the head of the solar system around which all planets revolve. So you can see here sun is the head of the planet solar system and all the planets revolve around the sun only. Now, which are the inner planets? As we have a solar system, in the solar system we have 8 planets. Sun is the head of the solar system family. So, which are the planets which are called the inner planets? So, the inner planets are the planets that orbit around the sun, between the sun and the asteroid belt. So, all those planets which are, which comes before the asteroid belt are called as inner planet. Like we have Mercury, we have Venus, we have Earth, and we have Mars. So the inner planets are the planets that orbit around the sun, between the sun and the asteroid belt. That is called the inner planets. They are close to the sun. Yes, like Mercury, Venus, Earth, and Mars planet. If we talk about the outer planets are all those planets which are beyond the asteroid belt. Yes, the outer planets are the planets that orbit the sun beyond the asteroid belt. They are very far away from the sun. Like these are Jupiter is there. Yes, Saturn is there, Uranus is there, and Neptune is there. So these 4 planets are called as outer planets, which are very far away from the sun and they are beyond the asteroid belt. Yes. Now, geoid. What is geoid? The shape of the earth is called a geoid. A geoid is spherical except for a flattening at 2 places diametrically opposite to each other. So what is geoid? Geoid is not a full sphere. It is somehow sphere, and on the top, on both the poles, or you can say both the places, on the 2 places opposite to each other, it is flat. So that is called as geoid. So geoid is the shape in which there is a spherical shape also, and on opposite sides it has a flat shape. I will show you how geoid looks like. So what is geoid, students? The shape of the earth is called a geoid. A geoid is a spherical except for a flattening at two places diametrically opposite to each other. Now what is a pole? You all know what are poles. The two places diametrically opposite to each other which lies on the axis but about which a spherical body rotates are called poles. So pole is a imaginary line. Yes, it is a line. It is an axis by on which the two poles. Yes, what is a pole? It is poles are the two places where the diametrically opposite to each other, like we have north pole and south pole, which lies on the axis. It lies on the axis on which the spherical body rotates. Yes. So here I with this picture you it will be clear that see this is not a real picture of the planet Earth. Our Earth is geoid. Geoid means like this shape, somehow spherical from both sides, and if you see on the opposite side it is flat, somehow flat. So this shape is known as geoid. So our earth is geoid, and we have two poles. There is north pole and the south pole, and the earth rotates on its axis. This you can see this line, imaginary line, is an axis on which the earth rotates. Yes. Now we will move to the another important term, that is asteroids. What are asteroids, students? A large number of tiny celestial bodies which move around the sun and are mainly present in a belt between orbits of Mars and Jupiter. They are called asteroid belts. So asteroid belts are the number of tiny celestial bodies which move around the sun, and they are basically present in between the orbit of Mars and Jupiter. Yes. Now, what is meteorite? Small pieces of rocks which move around the sun are called meteoroids. So, you can see small pieces of rocks which are moving around the sun is called meteoroid. What is galaxy? This is also a new important term which is being used in this chapter. What do you mean by galaxy? A galaxy is a collection of numerous stars. So thousands and thousands of stars. A galaxy is a collection of thousands of stars, millions of stars. Most stars have their own families, like the solar system. The Milky Way is the galaxy in which we live. Yes. So in which galaxy we live? We live in a Milky Way galaxy. What is a universe? The universe is the largest unit in which we live. It is the collection of millions and thousands of galaxies. There is only one universe, and everything that exists in the universe in this universe itself. So there are thousands and millions of galaxies in the universe, and there is only one universe. And in one universe, everything is being found in the universe only. Okay. So today we have discussed about the new terms. We have discussed about the important terms of this chapter. You have to write these important terms in the notebook, and you have to learn the meaning, the definitions of these important terms. Okay, students. So what is the homework for you all? Learn important terms of chapter 1, geography. Okay. So till then, thank you and have a nice day.